Hello students, I hope you all are doing great. This is the second video lecture of chapter 1 Science class 6th. In previous video, we learned about what is food, what is the importance of food, which are the different variety of food and ingredients. Now what is food? Food is something that we eat in our daily lives. And what is its importance? Food is important because it gives us energy. It helps in growth and development of our body. And it helps to protect us from various diseases. Next was variety of food. Now what is variety of food? The different types of available in different regions of the world is known as variety of food. Now what are ingredients? Ingredients is something that we combine to make a dish, right? In this video we are going to discuss the sources of food. Now as you know what ingredients are, now have you ever thought where do ingredients come from? Where do we get the ingredients from? Now, we all are aware of two sources of food, which is plants and animals. Plants can make their own food from simple raw materials. Plants are the only beings which can make their own food. They can make their food on their own. अपने आप अपना खाना बना सकते हैं plants. कैसे? How? By the use of water and carbon dioxide. And this process by which the plants make their own food is called photosynthesis. Therefore, due to this, as plants can make their own food, they are called producers. Such organisms are also called autotrophs. Now, plants are called producers as well as autotrophs. Auto means self, which means they make their own food. Next source of food are the animals. First was plants, next is animals. Now animals feed on the plants. If animals want their food, they are going to eat the plants. Because animals do not make their own food. They cannot make their food on their own. Therefore, they are called consumers. Consume means to take. And animals consume their food from plants. They are known as heterotrophs. Hetero means other, as they cannot make their own food. Plants are called producers and autotrophs. Auto means self. Animals are called consumers and heterotrophs. Hetero means other. Now these are the two sources of food available for us. So we get food from two sources. First is plants. Can you tell some food materials which we get from plants? Plants are the sources of many ingredients: pulses, sugars, cereals, spices, oils, vegetables, and fruits. With this, we come to next topic, which is edible parts of plants. Have you ever thought there are different parts of plants which we can eat? Plants से बहुत सारे parts होंदे हैं जो ਆਪਾਂ खांदे हैं. Have you ever thought वो की होंदे हैं? Those are called edible parts of plants, like roots, leaves, stem, flowers, fruits, and seeds. So, the different edible parts of plants that we can eat are flowers, stems, leaves, roots, seeds, and fruits and vegetables. For flowers, take an example of cauliflower, broccoli, stems, rhubarb, asparagus, celery, leaves, cabbage, lettuce, spinach. Spinach is commonly known as palak. Roots, we have carrots, radish, potatoes. Seeds, we have corn, beans, peas, and popcorn. For fruits and vegetables, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and pumpkin. In winters, we consume leaves of mustard vegetable known as sarson ka saag. Now students, remember, we eat only some parts of plants because all plants are not edible, as some may be poisonous. So this is how we know that how some plants have 2 or more edible parts. In winters, we consume leaves of mustard vegetable known as sarson ka saag. Seeds of mustard plants give us oil and the leaves are used as a vegetable. Now can you think of the different parts of a banana plant that are used as food? For example, banana, flower, stem, and fruits are used in various food preparations. I would like you all to perform this activity number 5, in which you need to take some dry seeds of moong or chana dal, put a small quantity of seeds in a container filled with water, leave this aside for a day. Next day, drain the water completely and leave the seeds in the vessel. Wrap them with a piece of wet cloth and set aside. The next day, what changes you are going to observe, write it down in your notebook. Please read the activity 5 carefully and perform it. Now, next source of food are the animals. Animals provide us many food items such as milk, meat, egg, and honey. Do you know where honey comes from or how is it produced? Bees collect nectar from flowers by sucking on the flowers and convert it into honey and store it in their hive. What is a hive? It's the honeybee's home. Flowers and their nectar may be available only for a part of the year, so bees store this nectar for their use all through the year. Now we are going to categorize animals based upon their food habits, like what they eat. What do animals eat? We are going to categorize animals or classify animals into 3 categories, which is herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivores. Now what are herbivores? Herbivores are the animals which feed on plants or plant products. Example, cattle, horses. Carnivores are the animals who feed on flesh of other animals. For example, tiger and lion. The next is omnivores. They eat both plant as well as animal products. Can you tell in which category humans be placed? Omnivorous, because humans can eat both plants as well as animals. With this, we are at the end of our chapter and we'll summarize it in few points. First we did was food and its importance. Now what is food? We all know. Why is it important? Because it provides energy to do various activities in our daily lives. It helps growth of our body. It protects from various diseases. Variety of food, different kinds of food being eaten in different regions is called variety of food. Ingredients, any substances combined to make a particular dish are called ingredients. Then we did sources of food, which is plants and animals. What type of food we get from plants and animals. And then we did edible parts of plants. Lastly, classification of animals on the basis of their food habits. And what are the three categories? Herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Now, I would like to ask you all, how can you avoid wastage of food? Do you leave food in your plate? If yes, you are depriving others from food, adding to problem of hunger in the country. Students, we should never waste our food. And how can we help ourselves and others to not to waste their food? First, take small servings. Take your food in plate in very small quantity. Cook as per required. The food should be cooked as per the requirement. And lastly, we should store the food properly. With this, we have completed our chapter 1. You need to cover all the exercises. I'll be putting a link in a description box below from which you can do all the question answers. Make sure you read your chapter thoroughly and make points while you listen to this video. Thank you.